Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, love,
Hey, I missed you.
love? I missed you too. You feeling better? You look a lot better.
I'm feeling better. I still don't have that loud voice I usually have.
Oh, so that's a good thing.
Yes,
That's a good
but
thing.
I'll be honest. I had a rough 4 weeks.
You had a rough one?
4 weeks. Yeah, but I'm better, and I'm on the road, and
Right, to
I'm
recovery.
happy to be back. And we have a nice group of great women today on the show, and it's good to see you. It seems
no,
like you
it's-
knew I was wearing
yeah,
royal
you know
blue
that-
today.
No, you know what?
Yeah.
I didn't get the memo this morning.
Yeah,
to-
well,
to
things have
wear
been a
blue,
little
but-
weird.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think we look good. I think we look good.
Yeah, not bad for being out for a while.
They look great, both of
Yeah.
you.
Sit here
Thank
going.
you.
Yeah, so what did you do for the 4 weeks? Except sit around, lounge around
Basically,
and-
I'll be honest with you.
Did you really? Honestly?
Did nothing.
You didn't stay home.
No, I did.
No, you didn't.
I stayed home.
This
I
woman
slept,
could never stay home. I
but
swear,
I had no
sick or not.
choice. Drank soup. 3 visits that I went out was to the doctor. You know,
Right.
and nobody came over because everyone's afraid.
Right.
You know, when you get sick.
Yeah.
I was afraid.
Yeah, I know. But you sent me soup,
Right.
and you sent me food, and I got a lot of nice gifts and food and club sodas and all kinds of deliveries, flowers, and just wonderful. So I felt very loved, and I'm better, but I have to be careful. So there'll be no show Thursday. But yeah, we're going to have
that's right.
one show a week just for 3 weeks, and then we'll go back to
Okay.
the
okay.
regular domain. And I'm leaving Wednesday for Maryland to
Yeah,
see
where are you
my
going?
beautiful granddaughter graduate.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right. It's that time right now too.
congratulations.
Yeah, my
That's
daughter
right.
gave me orders. Don't be doing anything till you get here. Rest, rest, rest.
Right.
So
You
I
know,
am.
This weekend, I'm going to be at the convention in Indiana for Kiwanis.
Oh,
I love my Kiwanis.
yeah, he does. He's a Kiwanis
So
man.
I'm really looking forward to that. And I don't know why this thing won't shut up, but it's one of those things. Anyway, so I'm going to be there for a couple of days. It's every year we have this big convention, and it's where everybody comes from all over the world.
Wow,
So you
that's
get
gonna be
everybody,
fun.
Philippines, Japan. I mean everywhere. So it's great. So that I'm really looking forward to.
Very
And
good. So I'll miss you again.
yeah, I'm going to miss you too.
I
my
won't
love.
see you for another week because I won't be back till
It's
Monday.
been horrible since I haven't seen
Are
you.
you
So
having
it's-
Valentina
You know, I'm having withdrawals. I
blocks?
swear to you. I'm missing that wonderful voice of hers and her calling me and waking me up in the morning.
Yeah, my phone
That's
has
not
been
the-
dead because I couldn't talk to anyone. So
What is it?
I couldn't talk, so nobody could
And
call.
you know what that's like for you not to. You know what it's like for you not to talk.
But I'd like to say that my friend took very good care of me.
Ah, that's
Look
love.
at it, I'm trying to lower the damn thing.
Yeah.
All right,
So we have a great guest today. Her name is Andrea Mancuso.
Yes, thank you.
She's
Thanks
from
for having me.
Intentional Healing and Wellness, and we'll be talking all about what you do.
Yeah, thank you.
And so happy to have met you through networking.
yeah,
Through your
exactly.
friend, Mr. MDW and Mr.
Yeah.
Torres and
I
Mr.
know that's
Benny.
right. That's right.
Thank
Yeah.
you for the three of them who introduced us.
Totally. Yeah. Shout
And-
out to Power 78.7. I'm excited to be here. Thank you for sharing your space.
Yep.
And I'm looking forward to
you have a
our
great
conversation.
story. Oh my goodness.
She has a great story.
Yes, she does.
Lots of
She's one of
stories.
those women that just make it happen, you know? Strong and courage.
Thank you.
Kind of like you.
Sort of, yeah. That's what we
Like,
got.
like, sorta.
Yeah.
Let me give you a pat on the back.
Right.
No, she does. She always
Yeah.
makes things happen.
And
She
we have
always
some
does.
other two beautiful ladies coming on the other half. So we have a great show today.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Karma's good. Like you said, you walked in and all the karma. You knew this one, you knew that one. That's what happens.
Lots
at
of, yeah, right?
this
No
show.
mistakes, lots of connections.
Yeah.
And that's how I know I'm exactly where I need to be.
Yeah, well, you
this
believe in
exact
all that.
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So, but Gregg takes care of all that, as you can see. He's the
Yeah,
guru.
just 2 seconds to
Is
get
it-
everything
yeah.
going, and then
And,
everybody.
uh,
That's why she.
we
does
have
all that.
Technology.
we have a few
Technology.
things to announce, but I'm just going to
Yes,
announce
it must-
one,
Okay, yeah. You
which is for my cutie little twins, my little beautiful little kids that I love, and that is Valerie and Christopher. They're twins. Happy birthday, you cuties!
Happy birthday.
I
Happy
saw all
birthday,
your
happy birthday.
pictures. You look beautiful. You had great birthday parties. Look how gorgeous you are. And Jill, thank you. You're doing a great job with those kids. We're very proud of them and hope you guys have a great birthday today.
All right, so let me get to little birthdays here. First, we have to say happy birthday to, in order here so I don't mess this up, Susan Pinky.
She didn't
happy
want hers
birthday.
discussed.
She didn't want hers, but I had to.
Yeah.
This woman does. She's an amazing class act woman.
Yes, she
And
is.
and I thank you so
Happy
much for everything you
birthday.
do. We thank you. The world thanks you, really.
And I thank you. I drive her crazy.
No, I could never imagine that. All right, then we have Jenny A. Jenny A. She's been with us from day one.
That's our crew. They both
That's
have
it. That's
birthdays
right.
this
They
weekend.
both have
Happy
birthdays.
birthday.
And she's what, 22? What do you know? 22. Yeah, 22. She looks great. She has
Yeah,
a great. I
beautiful,
gotta tell you, we just
beautiful
love you. You know how
lady.
much we love you, and thank you for everything you've done.
Happy
I mean
birthday.
that. Mwah. Then we have Christine. We want to say happy birthday to Christine. I know you're out there and you're watching. Happy birthday. And wait. Leslie Cheeks. I'm really sorry I missed your graduation party. She did graduate from college, and she's like 40. I think she's a little older, but I'll say 35. And it took her a long
Smart.
time. She
Yeah,
has a
I'm
big
proud
family
of
she
her.
has to take care of, and I don't know
kids.
how the hell she did it.
Wow.
And I'm really, really so proud of you. So please forgive me and forgive us for not being there. And
And of course, Caitlin. Thursday's her
yeah,
big day.
that's right.
Caitlin.
That's right, Caitlin. I'm so sorry. I'm so
She's
sorry.
so big. She's so
Yep.
grown up. My granddaughter.
Yep, that's right.
18
That's
on
right.
her birthday and graduation.
Wow.
That's right. And I think so. I think we got the birthdays.
Yeah, got it all done.
Okay, good.
All right, lots
That
to
was a close
celebrate.
one.
Yeah. Now I'm glad I'm better that I can do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
got to give a big shout out. Choopy, you're an amazing human being, and I have to say thank you. This guy, he's an artist. He's a guy that could create these rhymes, and to me, he's my Wikipedia. He's the greatest young man, the sweetest, nicest young man you'll ever meet. Choopy, thanks for the conversation. Thanks for hanging out with me. And belated birthday, and Q, belated birthday, a wonderful woman. I want to say thank you so much for allowing me to be part of that family. Marilyn, I don't know how you do it. Poor woman has problems with her foot, and she takes care of her mama. Well, mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you, baby. That's Grandma. And Mario holds it all together. And Bree, I didn't forget about you. I'm really happy with you and Matthew, even though I didn't get to meet him yet. She's going to college. He's going to college, and I wish you guys the best. Guys, I love you. I just wanted to give you a big shout out, and thanks for welcoming me to the family and for all the nice things that you do. Thanks. Okay.
So, let's talk.
Let's
Andrea,
talk.
first of all, ready or not, your dreams await you.
Yes.
It's time to work. You weren't ready. What did you do? You walked away from a career, right?
Yeah. So, school psychologist for 14 years, working for the Department of Education. Have my master's in therapeutic interventions from Fordham University. And some would say, that's it. You have the job, you have the pension, you have all the good stuff. But the middle of the pandemic, May 2020, and the calling for intentional healing and wellness became louder, and the nudge was getting stronger. And so without evidence of how it was all going to, look, I really was tapping into the fact that if the pandemic taught me anything, it's that tomorrow is not promised. And so I didn't want to do for one more moment something that I didn't feel guided to do. And so leap and the net shall appear, right? So, one of the pillars of my work is courage over comfort. And I certainly coached myself to keep choosing courage, keep taking the risk. And here I am.
And you went on a vacation
Yeah.
immediately to Sedona?
So not immediately. Last week was the 2-year anniversary of the business, and I wanted to celebrate myself and the courage and the risk and the uncertainty and the persistence involved in continuing on this journey without the evidence of how it's all going to turn out. And when I thought about where would I go, I thought about Sedona. It's like the healing epicenter of the United States, and I wanted to tap into that intentionally. And so my first solo vacation.
First solo vacation?
Solo vacation. So in the name of courage, again, I decided to go to Arizona on my own
All alone.
and have an incredible 5 days.
Was it incredible? You look incredible. So
Thank you.
You just got back.
Thank you.
right?
I just got back, a couple of days ago. It was amazing. I called myself forward in so many ways. I went on a hot air balloon ride. I really
That
pushed.
is pretty nice. I got to tell you, I've been on that hot air. The only bad part is you can't be too tall.
Oh,
because
yeah.
when they hit the gas in order for the
Your head
propane to, my head was like right there,
Yeah.
and I was like,
It's
yeah.
no
So
joke.
that was the only
That
part
was-
that every time he goes duck, so I had to move my head. It's like,
Yeah, it was
so
serious.
That was the only scary part. But other than that, it was great.
It was beautiful.
Isn't it amazing? Well, I don't mean to cut you off. The most amazing part about that is, do you know that every level? I always say, how do they steer? I mean, they know where
incredible.
they're going from one point to another.
Yeah.
But they could steer by the order of the level of the wind. It's like every level,
It's wild.
say the wind goes to the left, goes to the right, goes to the east. I mean, so they just go a little higher and it takes them to the left. A little bit
Yeah.
lower, it takes them to, it's amazing.
It is amazing.
It's amazing.
There was one point where it's wild. I have a history of panic disorder.
Oh.
And so this was another way of calling myself
Really?
forward
Jeez.
on purpose, right? Because I feel if I'm going to work with people and coach them, am I practicing what I preach, right? So if I'm coaching you around going after your dreams and what are you willing to do to get there, well, what am I willing to do to get to my dreams? And so every part of this trip was very purposeful.
You had to make something happen for yourself, too.
Yeah, so that I could really coach from a place of experience and
Right.
knowing what it feels like to be scared and do the thing anyway, right? Because if we wait until we're not scared, we're going to be waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting.
So did you wear the red shoes so you could click them when you were in the balloon?
I didn't.
You
I
didn't feel like the wizard?
I left my red shoes home. Although home is never far away, right, from
Yes.
the heart. So it was, but yeah, Arizona was incredible, and it was an absolute way of calling myself forward to the next level.
You also say a lot about the correlation is between coaching and healing are similar,
Yeah.
which is true because as you're healing yourself, because I know I went through this, you're coaching yourself and then you may be helping someone else
Yeah.
with your examples, right?
Yeah. Well, I think there's so much, I'm happy you brought that up. Thanks for bringing this up because I think there's so much confusion around the connection between coaching and healing, right? I get that question a lot. How is coaching
Right.
healing? And the thing is, I'll ask you a question in the name of this conversation. Have you ever went after a goal and struggled to get the result that you wanted to get?
Yes.
Right? And so I think for all of
I
us,
have
it's
too.
safe
I
to
said
say.
once I do reach a goal, I set another goal.
Another, exactly.
I mean, that's what I
yeah,
do. I don't know.
Yeah. So my work is very much about supporting people in recognizing that if you are not where you want to be, and if there's something in the way, there's likely an aspect of you, of a belief that needs healing, right? Because there may be something that unconsciously tells you you're not good enough to have that goal, that turnout. You know, you're not worthy of having that. And that's not something that we're consciously aware of. It's something that is like embedded in our deep conditioning, right, as a
Right.
human being. And so the coaching process is about peeling back the layers to uncover
What it
those
is.
limiting beliefs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So,
that's
you
how
know,
it's
but
healing.
your credentials are like unbelievable, pristine. I mean,
Thank you.
Women-owned business. I mean, advanced study in mental health counseling. Every college, Adelphi, Alfred, Fordham. I mean,
Yeah.
what gets better than Fordham University? Psychologist. I mean,
Thank you.
What made
Yeah.
you decide to be
But
a psychologist? What made you?
so, well, two things. I have always been fascinated by human behavior, and I knew I wanted to get into psychology. I wanted to be who I needed when I was younger. And I originally thought that that was in the four walls of school, you know, and I was wild. Don't tell anybody.
you don't look like you are, but
Nah,
you were wild.
I gotta ask you. I'm just kind of intrigued. What's your ethnic background?
I'm half Italian, half Irish.
Okay.
You know,
That's a
born-
wild combination.
you
Yeah.
know, born and raised in Brooklyn, so shout out to all my Brooklyn folks. But yeah, I was rebellious. I was, you know, it's funny that you say that because most people are shocked now when I talk about it, but I was rebellious.
Really, isn't that something? You
Like
changed.
What,
it-
brothers and sisters?
I have two older brothers.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I'm the youngest.
There you
Yeah,
go.
so
The youngest
grew up
always
in,
does it.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah, I was the youngest,
only
yeah.
girl, grew up in, you know, I was born in 78, so I grew up in Brooklyn in the 80s. Times were different, right? out and hanging out from young ages. And so I was a wild one.
You were a wild woman.
Yeah, wild woman. But it really led me to want to be who I wanted and needed when I was a kid. And that was the decision to get into school psychology. And, you know, took 14 years to recognize that that particular chapter was over.
And did you get burnt out a little?
Oh, a little.
Because you couldn't help everybody, right?
Yeah, you can't, you know, the system, the educational system is a
Tough one.
interesting, you know, system to navigate. And burnt out is an understatement.
Right.
You know, and what I recognized at a certain point is that I was taking care of everyone else.
And not
I was not
yourself.
taking care of myself at all.
We all do that a lot.
Yeah.
Men and women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so something needed to shift and something needed to give. And the moment I made myself a priority, my whole life started to change.
Which is true when you do that.
Yeah.
Now, you talk about being scared, which is good. I always say, you know, fear is good. For me, it was. But in the beginning, it wasn't.
Yeah.
And I tell people, fear is good.
Yeah.
Don't back down.
Yeah.
So what was it that made you so fearful?
Well, so I shared, I have a history of panic disorder, history of anxiety. For so long, I didn't do things, didn't travel, didn't date, you know, didn't take risks. I wanted to stay safe, you know. And
When did you realize that?
about
When?
6 years ago, I started my personal development journey. And, you know, I started to look at where was avoiding things getting me, you know, and I wasn't able to tap into my dreams, staying away from everything.
But
And
was it a person that kept you away from it, or no? It was just
it
your
was
own?
me. It was my own. I was in reaction to my history. So reaction to my pain, reaction to my hurt, reaction to circumstances. And 6 years ago, I decided to take responsibility. And it
Stop
wasn't
blaming other people?
Yeah, it wasn't about anybody else. It was about me. And so that all shifted at that particular time. And so I talk a lot about fear because I think, and I've heard coaches talk about, you know, being fearless, and there's no such thing. Fear is part of the human experience. We are going to experience it. What do we do when it's present? Do we persist, or do we run to the comfort of our, you know, safety zone?
Right.
And for far too long, and longer than I'm proud to admit, I ran to or stayed comfortable.
In your
But-
job?
Well, in life.
In just in
right? In
general.
every quadrant of my life, relationships, finances, career, everything, until I didn't. And then when I was putting myself in scary situations on purpose and realizing the magic I was able to access, I was like, oh, this is a whole thing, you know, and I wanted to share my work with the world so that other people can be scared and do the thing anyway. So that's
pretty
fear.
interesting.
And it's okay to be scared,
Yeah,
but I didn't think it was.
right.
See, like I wanted to be a psychiatrist. We talk about this all the time. I could help the world, but I can't help myself out of a paper bag.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, but I choose not to.
yeah. Oh, it's all a
I
choice.
I just choose not to.
Totally.
And I realized all my older friends who were all 6 years older, and I used to, I mean, a lot of them. One of my friends, he's an animal psychologist. Wait, psychologist. He's at 800 Park Avenue, and people come in with pets, iguana,
Wow.
a snake, and meanwhile he has no stress at all.
Wow.
Okay, and where all my other friends, they all are on meds and they need help.
Yeah.
You know, because you're dealing with so much, a lot of times trauma, a lot of
Yeah, a
deaths
lot of trauma.
and things. So, and I turned around and going, you know, when I started college and stuff, I was like, I don't think this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Because they all seem to be, you know,
Yeah.
kind of little, as I say, a little tight in their life where, you know, you thought it was going to be great. You know, you just go there, you just analyze somebody, blah, blah, blah. But meanwhile, they never really tell you what the problem is because they need you to keep coming back.
Yeah.
You already know what the problem is, 2 seconds talking to somebody, you know?
Yeah,
most of the time.
I was going to say, I think,
you know?
I think that the goal, you know, as someone who's now, I went back to school during the pandemic to finish the credits to have private practice in the event that I wanted to have
Well, you
private
could
practice.
still do it on the
Yeah.
side, sure.
And the goal is, for me as a counselor working with my clients, I don't want them to see me forever, right? I want to work.
Okay, but you're you're different.
I don't. I want to
because
help.
most of them, I'll be honest,
want
with
the
you,
success
you do want
stories.
them.
Yeah.
No, but they do. I mean, look, some people do it because they care. Some people do it for the money. The ones for the money, you never stopped. Because it gets to a point where some of my friends, if we want to do something, they're like, I got to check with my therapist, where now their whole life depends upon their therapist.
Well, so here's the thing. If you're checking with your therapist about what you can do and what you can't do,
Then you're not
you
getting
need a
the
new
right help.
therapist.
Right, that's what I said. But
You need a new
can't
therapist,
do that.
yeah.
Because and then what
That's
happened
risky.
was he ended up telling him that. And you know what he told him? He should cut me out of his life for telling him. If someone's going to control
Well, that's
every
crazy.
little
This is
thing
a-
you do,
Yeah.
it's not good.
Yeah, it's.
You know what
I
I mean?
mean, it's my hope that there's not too many people out there navigating those circumstances, because I think that ultimately the client is the point, and supporting the client to see themselves in the world in ways that they may not have access to is the point. And so for me, it's always about empowering and supporting them to see themselves so that they can go to the next level and access the life that they dream of living. And if they hit a rough patch and they need support, great, but I don't encourage them to be relying on me
Right, sure.
constantly. So I think that's the key. I think, and I'm happy you brought this up too, because I just want to say to anybody who's listening, if not all counselors and therapists they may not be a good fit. And
Specialized, right.
Yeah, and be willing to go see someone else. Don't see one person, and if it's not a good fit, you chalk up the whole experience.
I'm never
Forget
doing
it,
it
I
again.
tried.
Right.
It's like dating. Go on another date. Interview another therapist to see, are they the person? Because
very true.
especially now in 2022, we need to be as committed to our mental health as we are to everything
Especially
else.
now, yeah.
Especially now, yeah.
So now I can't believe that you also are a musician.
Well, so not a current musician. I grew up playing instruments.
I can't believe this.
Yeah, I was in a marching band for several years. I played the saxophone. I haven't played in years,
Right.
But it's something that actually has come up recently where I'm like,
The violin
maybe I want to go
player?
back to. Yeah, I wouldn't
Why
be
don't
able
you?
to go back to violin. I don't remember, but
Saxophone,
saxophone, I know how to.
Cello.
It's been a while. Yeah.
So you were a real music student.
I love
growing up.
music. Music is absolutely part of who I am. It's part of how I live and support my well-being. I'm a big fan. It's therapeutic. It's
Right, right, right.
therapeutic.
Well, we love music.
Yeah.
I
Every
see
time,
this
and
place.
Yeah.
it's funny, sometimes when the bands, because there's a lot of bands that play here,
Yeah.
and so I play drums. But I
Oh,
haven't
wow.
played in years, but sometimes I'm like, guys, can I just play for a second? And I just try to
Yeah.
feel, and it feels great. Then I turn around and I say to myself,
Comes back.
I want to get myself a drum set, and so I do have a drum set here now,
Yeah.
a house kit, but I don't get to play it.
I never knew that you liked to play
Wow.
drums.
Yeah, I don't get to
See,
play
that's
it.
something I didn't know about him, and I know
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
about a lot of things.
There's a lot of things I just keep it. Not that I keep it low. I just don't talk about.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, we are layered beings, right? So there's a lot that we don't talk about,
Right.
and people don't necessarily know about us, but it's part of who we are.
So what's the best client for you? Just about anybody, right? That's having any type of issue with, what? Like panic attacks, not feeling good about themselves, depression, like
Yeah,
what
so-
do you, look for? What do people need, from you? What could you offer?
So, intentional healing and wellness is the business, and I'm really focused on working with people who are who are on the pursuit of magic. So, have particular goals, have particular dreams, and that looks different for all of us, right? Some people it's getting back into relationship after not being in relationship for however long. Some people it's about starting a business. Some
Or
people-
getting out of a relationship, right?
Some people it's about having the courage to let go of the relationship that doesn't work anymore, right? So it's really I'm seeing people more from the coaching standpoint. The
Right.
therapeutic aspect,
It's separate.
It's separate. It's a different path. And so who's the ideal client? People who are ready to go all in.
To take a change, a chance,
to
right?
put the work in, to not know how they're going to create their dreams, but be willing to step into the journey. At whatever it takes, and it's always great to be on the journey with people to support them in, we're usually our biggest obstacle.
Well, that's very true. Now, on the dating thing, do people actually reach out to you that they don't know how to get back out to dating again? I mean,
So I'm not going to talk about dating specifically because I have my own stuff with dating.
yeah,
right?
well, we talked about that a little bit. You said,
but
I said you got to
coach-
come out with us girls.
Yeah, listen, I coach
That's a blast.
myself around you know, that's one of my areas. So I have a podcast. It's called The V Spot.
Love the name, the V Spot.
The V
This
stands
was
for.
the G spot, but that got changed. I had to change the spot because when I was putting the signs up, they were putting the signs up outside, and a lady walks by. She goes, "Is this a strip club?" I
Right.
was like, "Take it down."
Yeah, yeah.
So what does the V
Yeah.
stand for?
So the V stands for vulnerability.
Vulnerability.
And I believe, you know, for myself, I've learned that vulnerability is one of my superpowers. And it's something that I resisted for decades, right? Because I held it as a weakness. I didn't want to share of myself in a way that would allow you to fully understand where I was. Like, I needed to protect myself, you know, in that way. I grew up in Brooklyn, like I said before, 2 older brothers. And there was a lot of, you don't show where you're really at. What I've come to learn over the past several years is that vulnerability is absolutely my superpower. And so the V spot, you know, and the way I hold the definition, if you look up vulnerability, there's tons of definitions, but I go by Brene Brown. She's a clinical social worker who describes it as risk, uncertainty, and emotional exposure, and the willingness to show up when you don't know how it's all going to turn out.
Well, that's very true. Yeah.
Right? And to me, that's my superpower, you know, showing up despite of. So I'm scared, I'm showing up anyway. And so I say that to bring up dating because it's one of the areas that I am scared and call myself forward anyway.
Well, the dating
Right.
thing, from what I've heard from people, it's like a job.
Yeah.
Getting on Match.com is a job.
it can
because
be
you
considered-
really
Everybody's
wind up in a
depending
rut.
on those
Yeah.
sites now.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like the old days. Honestly, to me, I'm like an old school guy. I would rather just meet you, just to meet you and just let it
Yeah.
happen versus you hitting Tinder, Bumble, all these things
Yeah.
match and 50,000. Meanwhile, it's like a friend of mine, you know, said when he does meet people, he tells them they're wearing a different outfit
Yeah.
so that he could see what they look like. Because the ones that show up are nothing like what their profile states.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
and then if it is, they don't
interesting.
say that,
It's
you know.
because you're very
I mean,
beautiful.
it's crazy.
Thank
It's
you.
crazy. I mean, it's
So-
like people don't post. Like people will post something like when you're 20 years old, my friend, you're 45, you're 50. What are you doing? You're showing your abs are like this, and all of a sudden
It's
you got
hilarious.
you know, stomach out to here. You know, no
Yeah.
hair, no whatever. So, you know, it's just a lot of.
So that's something you're working on.
Yeah, so personally, I'm working on that. The reason I bring that up is to say I'm not coaching anyone around what to do specifically. I'm supporting them in seeing
What they need
What
help
is it
with.
that has them out of the love parade? I stood out for a long
Love
time.
parade, I like
right?
that.
And so for me, it was about not believing that I was worthy enough. You know, for me, it was not believing I was good enough. So when we talk about the date, it's never about the date. It's what is underneath that, right? So it's not my specialty, and that's why I just wanted to go on the record and say, for all my folks who are with me.
I was just going to ask you, did somebody hurt you in order for you to feel like that?
Yeah,
Because, I mean, everybody's gone through hurts, and you know.
Yeah, I've been hurt, and I'll tell you this, I've hurt myself much more than anybody has ever hurt me, right? Because I've stayed in
Because you
relationships that weren't good for
didn't
me.
move on.
Right.
And that was me. That's
but
not
have you
right.
hurt?
Have I hurt others?
Yeah. See,
Not
look, okay.
not intentionally.
But wait. Okay.
Not
see?
intentionally, but I'm
also
sure I
some
have.
people. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
'Cause some people.
Yeah.
Probably hurt you unintentionally. I mean,
Yeah.
then you have the idiots of men and women that
Yeah.
hurt intentionally.
Totally.
So.
Yeah, I would say, look, I'm flawed as can be, right? And I have definitely made some decisions that, weren't the best. And so I'm sure
We all have.
in my track record, if you go back to ask them, they will say,
We're going
yes,
to
Here we go,
investigate
here we
you.
go.
There you go.
Here we go.
They will
Don't
say,
run
they
for
will
office.
say, right, exactly. No, I won't. I would not. But yeah, it's all that. But it's been learning that I have been a key stakeholder in my own pain. And I want to just encourage everybody to look, because there are people that
It's
are.
okay.
Yeah, and listen, forgiveness. We often talk about forgiveness. How often do we talk about self-forgiveness? And self-forgiveness is a key piece
Yes,
of
I agree
the
with that.
journey, And so for anybody out there who's hurting, who is, feeling right now like someone is doing something to them, coaching is an opportunity to really look at, let's talk about your role and responsibility.
And what you need to do for
and
yourself.
where are you staying when you could go, or where are you gone and could come back, and, all of it. So it's a very complex journey. I love it.
It's complicated, but you
It's-
seem like
yeah.
you love it.
It's
you
great.
look very pretty. You're always
Thank
dressed
you.
to the nines. I love your new do.
Thank you.
And
I
all your
appreciate it.
photos and all look great.
Thank you.
So tell everyone how to reach you. So if they want to call you for an appointment, what is your Facebook? We have
yeah.
it posted, but say it anyway.
Yeah, so if you want to be in touch with me, www.intentionalhealingandwellness.com is the website. After you arrive there, you could certainly join the inner circle, share your email address so you could stay connected. I am on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram at Intentional Healing and Wellness. And the V-Spot is available for listening on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Power 78.7. Again, I want to shout the guys out for the station and for for pointing me in this direction. And yeah, please, any questions? Listen, a lot of this work is very personal.
Of
So I
course.
always encourage folks, if you don't
Call you,
want to,
right?
if you don't want to necessarily just publicly comment on something, inbox me, and we can start the conversation. Sometimes people don't even know where to begin because life is life and there's so much layers that are, occurring. So inbox me, let's start the conversation.
Great.
But you have dreams waiting for you, go get them.
That's
And,
great
I'm here to
advice.
support. Yeah, like life is too short, this pandemic.
And what's funny, because you said about, get out, go out every day.
Yeah.
When you read this, you'll see my mantra is get up, get dressed, show up.
I love that.
That's
Yeah.
all through this book. So
Yeah.
it's interesting.
Show up. I love
Everybody
that.
on the show gets Italian bread because we
I
believe in the community. So this
Listen,
is your little gift today.
Italian bread is the direct path to my heart.
Yes.
I
So,
love
everybody
Italian
loves
bread.
bread,
Thank
you
you.
know?
Thank you
Okay,
for this.
okay.
This
So
is great. I
we're going to
appreciate
bring
it.
on our two other guests now, and you're going to stay, and
Yeah,
we're
we'll
going to
hang
chat
out. Okay.
later.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And while we're doing that, I want to give a quick shout out. First of all, I forgot Liza, I didn't forget about you. I'm
how
so
is
sorry.
she? Yes.
She's doing well, and kitchen's almost done. And another amazing human being. Thank you. I'm
Hello,
sorry to give you a
Eliza.
shout out
Haven't
before.
seen you lately.
Liza, not Liza, that's the other one. And Chris, I have to give you a big shout out. Melissa, Debbie Rendito, I know I haven't had a chance to talk to you. I hope everybody's doing well.
Yeah, really.
We have Jenny A, Jenny C, we have Susan, we have Joe LaLuna. What's going on, buddy? Hanging in there. Eliza. I'm sorry I've been out and I haven't had a chance to really talk to you. And Stacy, Stacy giving you a belated birthday. And then Malik Colbert, how are you? David Morris. David Morris sends me a message every morning. When I say every morning, it's been well over a year and a half, a saying, a quote, a passage. Every morning, David, a Kawanian, a great guy, and I'm going to see him up at convention in
how nice.
Minneapolis. Thank you so much for every morning for doing that. I swear to you, okay? He's an amazing man. Janet Satin, how are you? Sonny McCutcheon, Helen Ford, Salamari Ortez, Kathleen Lewis, Ravo Bihari, Linda Manheimer Corsetti, Michael Zimmers, Ariel Sinclair is an amazing human being. Another one, he does drag bingo here. And you have never seen
Yeah, it's
bingo, I swear to
hysterical.
you.
It's
You have
hysterical.
never seen bingo
We love it.
at its best. And Ariel, thank you so much for everything that you do. Douglas King, how you doing there, buddy? Kathy Williams, how are you? She has Paparazzi Jewelry. Giving you a big shout out. Say hi to your hubby, Gil. Nick Altolido. Nick Altolido. Okay.
These are all the people
How are you,
watching.
buddy? We got to talk one of these days when you get a chance, all right, babe? I know you're really busy. Just remind me of something. Sydney, what's up, babe? How are you? Sydney Graham, Dora Kelly, Denise Taboo, how are you, love you? See, I did call you back, but even though I called you late and it wasn't late, and I know you upset at me, that's why you didn't answer the phone. But I still love you, okay? And I know, in case I missed anybody else, Nicole, Renee, I hate this one. Anyway, I'll get back to whoever I missed. And let's get on with our
Well,
guest.
let's just mention that. I did
Oh.
not know that.
Bob D'Amato.
Bob
Really?
D'Amato, your birthday.
Wait, his birthday's Wednesday.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I'm
Happy
going to have
birthday,
to be
Bob.
calling you.
Bob's a great guy. He's also a Kawanian.
And he's
also
a
sings.
singer.
He's,
You have
he's
any
an,
performers?
an
You
amazing
have
guy.
performers, too.
So happy future birthday. Can't say belated.
Yeah.
What's another word for like pre-birthday?
Pre-birthday. Well,
Is
what's
there
the
anything
word?
for that? There's always a word for everything.
It's belated,
I
but
swear
how
to
do you
you.
say
Okay.
happy birthday in advance?
Anyway,
Birthday.
what is it? Soon to be? Okay, all right.
So
All right,
look at
so-
these two beautiful women we have here today. Mother and daughter. We have Juliana,
Hi.
Hello.
Torres,
hello.
And we have Nicole, Renee.
Hi.
4 names that are all just so pretty and
Thank you.
beautiful women.
Thank you.
Believe it or not, guess where they live?
Don't say Floral Park.
Yes, they do. They're Floral
She
Parkers.
gets so excited when anybody's from Floral Park.
Of
Okay,
course.
She's a Floral Parker.
Because Floral Park, I have Floral Park-itis.
Itis.
Yes, that means that you never really wanted to leave. And when you do leave, you get the Floral Park-itis, so then you go and visit a lot. So
That's
it's
a pain
nice
in
to
the
have
ass.
you.
Itis.
Thank you for having us.
And they do, their firm, what is the name of your firm?
Crazy Crayons.
Crazy Crayons. Did
Yeah,
you
you
ever?
gotta tell me about this. I know when I said, what is this? All right, you definitely have to tell me about this.
So during the pandemic, I had a lot of nervous energy. So you can only clean your house so many times. So I like to create things as a form of therapy. And a friend of mine's son had some speech and issues, was getting occupational therapy. And I thought, what a great way. It's a multi-sensory approach to learn your letters, your colors, recognize your name. And I just did it as gifts for people with children with disabilities. And my daughter said, Mom, let me market that for you. We need to market this.
So I started going on Facebook, and I started, well, first because we're from Floral Park. I'm in, Floral Park, a great place to live, all those
Right.
Facebook groups. So I'm putting it in on there, and then I'm getting, wow, this is so cute. How can I order one? And I'm going, oh, Mom, we're going to have to order a lot more crayons. We do not have enough. So I just started, getting into Malvern groups and Herrick's groups, and then I just started meeting more people.
So now, what do you make the crayons out of? Crayons?
Yeah, what is that?
How does this happen?
So
Look
they're,
at this.
they're
I gotta see
Crayola
this.
Look
crayons.
at this. It's so beautiful.
Wow.
I melt them and
Melt them.
I
Shake 'em
melt
up a
them,
bit?
shake them up a bit. They
How
go
do
in
you
a
melt
mold
them? In a pot?
in the oven,
In the oven you put them? Doesn't it make your house smell?
like wax. Yes.
Oh my God. And then when you put food in there, doesn't it smell
No,
like
it's
wax?
gone.
Oh,
It goes
now
away.
you're getting off.
It goes away. It just smells like crayons.
Really?
Not the
Really
food.
nice.
So your house smells like crayons all the time.
No, because then we burn more wax candles and just make it smell like
It's
pumpkins.
just-
That's really something.
look at this. I can't believe this.
And tell us about the whole autistic thing, because there are children that have in the spectrum that need to feel, touch, and
Right. So
Yeah,
the,
I
you
didn't
know,
mean to cut you off for a second.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Melanie. We just had an Autism
Oh, that's
Awareness
right.
over the weekend. And you did a great job doing everything. And I know it was a lot of work, and looking forward to doing our next one for autism. And just wanted to give a big shout out.
we'll connect you to her. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's talk about that thing, like autistic
So-
children. Like,
They're using all their senses. You could see it, you could touch it, you could use it. It helps recognize the letters, recognize their name,
and they could write with
and
crayons.
they can actually write with it.
Can I see that?
Sure.
It's also, you hold a fork, you hold a pencil, that's very skinny. Takes a lot of fine motor skills to do those. You hold a crayon, just put it in your hand and go like this on the table and it colors.
I don't see a G here at all.
No, Gregg.
They've
No,
got
we didn't
every
make a G.
letter but G. I love this. No.
It's really.
This is really something.
And how'd you get into the idea? Like, what happened?
Well, I was looking for things to do during the
Okay.
And
pandemic.
you think of crayons?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I
Do you need
like it.
Do you
I
need
like
a
it.
boyfriend? Do you need a life?
I was cleaning, and you have all these crayons from when they were little. They're
Right.
broken. What do you do with it? And I said, melt it. Found a mold, and it just
And that
kinda,
was it,
Just
just
kind
like
of
that.
happened. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
And how
that's
about you?
great.
Did you want to do it too, or your mother really started?
Well, you just didn't
Well,
help
when
her.
she first did it, actually, I was like, Mom, this is silly. What are we going to do with all these letters now? I'm like,
Really?
yes. I was like, what is the point of this? And then, I don't know. I was
This is
like,
great.
wow, some of these actually look really pretty. Why don't we see if
And there's a
other people
boy
like
one
them?
versus a girl one, right?
Yeah.
The pinks or the
So
Wait,
one
girls.
so you just
pink,
take your
so-
melted crayons, you melt them, whatever.
I
and
break
then
them
you
up
just-
into pieces, smash them, however. You
So
know.
this is time consuming.
A little bit.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time.
I gotta peel them. I gotta smash them. I gotta melt them. I gotta wait for them to cool. I mean,
So when you're smashing them, are you thinking of someone? When
absolutely.
you're
See,
smashing
look,
them?
Don't we always?
Yeah, see, the things that come out
Okay,
of her
so there's
mouth.
somebody that's in the bottom of that cup when you're smashing them, right?
Somebody in the bottom of the
Tell you,
cup.
I swear to you. I swear to you. Oh Oh my God, this is really nice.
Yeah, and also you're both in the field of education.
So we both work for New York City Department of Education. Juliana is a paraprofessional. She works one-to-one. And I work on the school-based support team for special ed. I complete legal paperwork. Help parents navigate through the system.
Which is a big
that's great.
thing, because a lot of parents don't know
Yeah.
what
That's
they're
right.
entitled to.
Right.
I know there's a lot of benefits that people don't realize that they can get. And it's great when they have someone to help them gain there. And paraprofessional, what does a paraprofessional do?
So a teacher works, they're one person to about, 25 students? A
Right.
paraprofessional is really me and one student. So that
Oh,
one
one-on-one.
student- Yeah.
Oh,
so that
really?
one student may need me to write down all of their notes for that day because they have problems writing, or they may need me to carry around their stuff because they have weak muscle tone. So I really
So
just,
you're
it's
one-on-one.
based on the
You're
kid.
one-on-one.
Wow,
pretty much.
that's not an easy job.
No, it's very,
It's stressful, right?
you know what, it's taught me a lot of patience. I did not have a lot of patience. I'm a firstborn child, very
Okay.
spoiled
Wow,
girl.
You're spoiled as hell.
At least
Yeah.
you admit it.
You're spoiled
Yes.
as hell.
But
You know, it's just funny,
definitely-
just looking at when they first came in and he said it was mother and daughter. And it just anytime somebody says mother and daughter, and I just told them the story, I said, my son, John Gregory, I told him years ago, and even my oldest son, that whenever, you date someone, I said, you look at their mom, because more than likely they're going to look like their mom. Or, or their dad, don't get me wrong. And then, so my son started kind of like dating, a couple of years ago, whatever. And he was with this one girl for a few days, and then he's with another girl for a few days. And they're not like dating, doing anything. They're just dating, you're my girlfriend, you're my boyfriend, whatever. And so and I asked him, and I said, what's going on? And I said, you just were talking to this one, you were talking to this one now. And then he goes, Dad, did you look at their mothers?
Oh, God.
I was like, whoa, I said, you're not
They
going to
say
marry
you
the
do
kid.
become your mother,
You know what I
let
mean?
me
But
tell
you look at their mom, yeah. And that kind of stuck with him. But I said, you can't always go by that.
No, that's
you know
true.
What I mean?
But you do realize when you get older, I don't know if you do, you start to think about things your mother used to do when you're doing them.
No, but that's automatic. I mean,
Yes.
that's a given.
Do you do it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Even the
it's-
things I didn't like.
Yes, me too.
Are you
I
like
mean,
your mom?
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot?
Yes. We're twins, the mini version.
Yeah, definitely.
But
Well,
when you guys argue, who gives
See,
it?
I bet
who
you
gives
could
it
get real
first?
hot, right?
Who gives it first? Oh, no, you-
Neither.
Neither.
What?
We
Nobody
neither
gives
give in.
in.
Yeah.
Are
no.
you serious?
Oh, my
Both stubborn
God.
mules like that?
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll make up over food or something. Are you
At least you're
hungry?
honest. All right, at least you're honest about that.
That's
oh my
something.
God.
Really, really. So you live in the West End. Where do you live? What area of Floral Park?
Crest.
Full Park Crest by Sewanaka High School.
Oh, yeah. So you live in a nice area. It's beautiful over there.
Was there like a hood rat area?
Well, there's a few. There's the West End. There's the other side where I used to live. There's a lot of
There's the
different
Queen
areas.
side.
There's the Queen side, which
Yeah.
isn't bad. I lived over there too. I lived everywhere, but I moved, 4 times in my life. So, but I'm happy where I am now. So that's the main thing,
That's all that matters.
Yeah, right. And as far as school, you enjoy this kind of work, or you want to grow into something else?
Being a paraprofessional was just to get my foot in the door to a
Right.
school. I like the whole, you get the good benefits. You get a
Yes.
pension, you get summers off, you get holidays off. And that's
hard to
good,
match that.
especially because you don't know, I might grow up and I might have kids.
Right.
Right.
Are
So
you out
that's-
here on the island, or are you?
Floral Park?
I'm in Flushing.
You're Flushing? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is not that bad, really.
And she works 10 minutes away from me, so.
Look
Do
at
you
this.
do you
Both in
carpool?
Flushing. No, I have to be there at 7 a.m.
Oh.
She's
All
got
right, so when you have a boyfriend, does she have to approve?
No.
Like, no.
She's
Okay, Ma.
adorable, and you're such a baby. You look like you're very young looking, but
Thank you.
12.
you could be like my
I thought she was
granddaughter.
playing with the crayons.
Yeah. But the fact that you got through college so quickly, you
Yeah,
know,
so
and became
I
a teacher, I
actually-
mean, that's excellent.
I went to New High Park for high school, and they had like a business program there.
Mm-hmm.
So I got so many college credits that I was able to graduate a year early because I didn't have to take a lot of the electives.
That's terrific.
Yeah,
So you went to what high school?
New High Park.
No, Park.
So, what was the best experience being in college?
She's
You know,
talking about boys.
no, not boys.
That's what she
no.
wants to do.
I probably have somebody for you, but
Look,
you know,
There you go.
no.
There you go.
What's your experience like getting through all this? Like, great? Was it too difficult? Or
I liked college, but
I see, there you go. You just said but.
no, yeah.
You just took it. You're not supposed to. You know that.
Did you stay
right.
away?
Did
Did you go away, college?
No, I went to St. John's.
Oh, so you were local. Mom had you here.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be able to go away. I like to.
Well, that's what I'm
be
worried
home
about
and
my
have
granddaughter.
my mom cooked meals.
I was gonna say, Mom, you cook,
Well, you're
right?
spoiled, so you were happy to be spoiled and
Yes.
to stay
Even
home.
like to go upstate and visit my friends, they're like eating ramen noodles every day. I'm like, listen, I need like
Look, I need
ziti.
That's cute.
My
You
taste
appreciate
buds
your
are a
mother,
little, yes,
even though you fight with her.
yes.
At least she's honest.
Yes.
Well, she appreciates her mother, even though she fights with my grandmother.
And you get along with Grandma, right?
yes.
It's a
Do
tradition.
you argue with her?
Yeah, she's from Floral
See,
Park
it's
too.
always like
No.
that.
No.
It's always
That's
like
really
that.
sweet, really. I
Well,
like
grandma's
that.
first grandchild, so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh
well,
my God, that's all you have to say.
Well, my first
That's all you
granddaughter's
have to
going
say.
away to Washington, and I'm a nervous wreck, but I wish her the best. But
For
I
vacation?
No, college.
Oh,
And I'm like, honey, you really want to do this? And she goes, yes, Grandma. I'm like, you're attached to the hip with your mom. But I'm ready. I'm like, okay. And I
Spread your
can't go
wings.
there in 5 minutes, so I'm a little stressed about it. But she's going to do great,
Yeah.
GW is a great college.
yeah, it is a great college.
So, so you keep very busy between
She
work.
really
and,
wants to know about your personal life. I
So,
know her.
are you a dater?
And meanwhile, I'm hitting her under the
Are you-
table.
are you a
Don't go
dater?
there.
Do
Don't
you
go
date
there.
a lot?
There you
I
go.
have
Go
a
ahead, just say it.
boyfriend.
Go
You
I've
have
had
a boyfriend?
Yes, for
Floral
about
Parker?
a year. Yeah, he lives in South Floral Park.
Ah,
ahead.
so this is a
There we
Floral
go.
Park show again. Yeah, no, it's a great place to live, right? What's
How
your
long you went
favorite
out
place to eat?
About a year.
Oh,
Did you
so
keep
many.
up?
King of Burros.
Yeah, he's very good.
Floral Park
I actually
Diner.
knew him from middle school, and then we kind of, distanced because he went to a different college and we went to different high schools, and then we came back together. I don't even know how. Oh, our friends were going on like a mutual Pennsylvania house vacation, so we're like, "Oh, you're going? I'm going
Right.
too.
And
See
that
you
was it.
there."
Oh, that's
yeah. And then we like rekindled.
Very nice.
That's great.
That's great. Well, you got a really positive story, and you're both like, very busy and
What's your next
helping
thing
everything.
besides these crayons? I know it's going to be something else now.
I don't know yet. I hope
You
it's
need to be
something.
bored?
I'm thinking
Is
to
that- what do you
stick with the wax.
Well-
Maybe do some candle.
Yes. I mean, I don't have a little child I do have some nieces, so I might. And how much does it cost for a name? Does it depend on how many letters?
Yes, so it's $12 up to 6 letters, and then $2 each additional.
Okay.
That's good. So I already know when I'm going to order.
Giving a quick shout out to Bobby D'Angelo. What's going on? Lynn Francis, Michelle DeFlume, Mary, how you doing? Christine Pignatello, I don't want to say that wrong.
Is that your
Karen
friend?
Hernandez, how are you, hon? Great job. Thanks for helping out. Francine Diamano, John Pollock. What's up, my friend? One of my best friends from childhood. Buddy, I miss you. I need one of those. You promised me years ago you're going to make me now I said cassette tape. That's how bad it is. That's showing you
You're
your
showing
age.
your age.
Yeah, because he has all the best music in the world. And Rosemary let me see. Kabakungan Brown.
Wow, that's a long
Kabakungan
one.
Brown, how are you? Says awesome ladies. John Scalisi, how you doing, buddy? Okay.
Wow. I'm going to connect you to, do you know the Scarpa family? They're here in Franklin Square. She does a lot of different things. She doesn't do that, so you might want to meet her.
Okay.
She's a
that would be
great, great lady. She does a lot of this kind of stuff, but not this.
Getting into this, I feel like I've met so many people.
Well,
Like
that's
I've,
because
Really?
you're doing something
yeah,
positive,
like
too.
the one lady was like, "Oh, my daughter owns a tulip sweet shop,"
Right.
and somebody else was like, "Oh, I own this, and we do this," and then
That's what networking is
That's
about.
right, it's true.
And that's
Even-
why you're going where when you leave here to get what?
business cards.
What is it? What is it?
I made her business card while she was
business-
sitting here.
you
She
know
doesn't
business
have
cards?
one.
No.
Ma.
Come on. She's the boss. I'm just a horse.
Good answer. That was a good answer. That was a good answer. I like that. That was a
So
good
how
answer.
do people reach you? How do they find you? And of course, they know they can call me for you at any time.
Okay, so mainly people order crayons from me through my Facebook. It's Juliana Torres. You can also reach me at my phone number, 516-424-5899.
And the crayons again, or how many for $12?
6 letters.
6 letters for $12, which is pretty nice. And anyone that gets these, they're going to be thrilled. Any kid is. Have you ever seen the face of a kid when they get it?
Yes. So some
Our first-
people send videos of the
What?
child
Really?
opening up and that big surprised.
Well, that needs
See,
to
but
go
I get
on your
those.
Facebook.
I like that. But you know what it is? I turn around and I go, I don't want to use them. They look really, they're
Yeah, so
beautiful.
that's my next thing. A lot of people want to hang them up. So
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm going to order shadow boxes so that way it can be, used that
'Cause
way.
it's really,
That wasn't how they were
I don't think I let my
intentional.
kids play with it.
Yeah.
I mean, look at it.
little
It's
kids
really-
So
like that,
pretty to
okay.
look at.
Yeah.
Adults want to keep them.
Because first thing I did was call her and say, can we frame them? She goes, well, no, they're crayons. I'm like, well, can't
can.
you do that? And then
You
she said,
can.
we can, yeah. So I would like them bigger, so I like everything big. They were a little
See the
small.
big or
you
go
know.
home.
Yeah, go big or go home. Exactly.
Okay.
That's great. Well, this was really, really nice. I think we'll probably get some interest in all of this.
See, look, see where you went with that one, right? Okay.
So
All
now
right,
everybody
don't worry,
gets
it's
Italian
too-
bread. You're
it was-
Italian.
Hey,
Don't forget.
Italian
And
bread.
this is our great little gift for you.
Oh, thank you so
And this
much.
is for both of you. This is my
Thank
first
you.
book. I don't have two of the other one. This is all about me and my best friend and what happened when we met this pretty little girl. It's a great story. And this is a coffee table book. And then I graduated to real book, which I don't have an extra today, but it's on Facebook and on Amazon. And if you ever need anything, like I gave you some ideas already, you have two things you're going to do.
Yes.
You're going to get in touch with the autism
Business cards.
charities.
You don't have business cards.
I
Guys,
know.
come on. You just write the statement
really
in 2
need it
seconds.
at the moment.
Yeah, like you could
Until-
actually offer this to the autism groups and give them an idea. You can charge, they can charge more. You make your money, and they make it on a fundraiser for Christmas. It's great.
Right.
So you need to connect, and that's what you need the cards for, and you need to network.
Well, good thing
which
we connected with you.
Your mother knows how to network, and we'll invite you to our next networking event because we
Thank
have them
you.
once in a while.
Appreciate
We didn't
that.
have as many because of the pandemic, but we're starting to get back to it. And then
Great.
look at this club. Then you talk to Gregg because he's the keeper of the club. He owns this club. Isn't it beautiful? You could have an event here. You could have any, and then they were thinking about the event that's next weekend
What's that?
Oh, the
to
fair.
rent the table. Yeah.
Oh, the fair, yeah, by all means.
How did
We'll
how
talk
did
after the show. We'll talk
Yeah.
after the show.
Okay.
We'll talk after the show.
Okay.
But
So-
guys, thank you.
Thank
You
And
you.
thank you.
Thank you
guys
for
are
having
And
terrific.
thank you.
I love mother-daughter teams. It's really what I would love. My daughter's in Maryland. She's older. She doesn't want to be together on an event.
She
But
doesn't want to make crayons?
no, no, she makes bigger things. And well, but she's a doll. We love each other to death. I'm
That's
going.
it. She just wants to kill. No, the daughter wants to kill mom.
Yeah,
That's all.
yeah. Well,
Because
so
I
do
know what she feels like. I mean, I could
Yeah.
feel her pain.
But I'll be with them for the next few days, so it'll be great. And it is what it is, right? And it's just great. It's so good to be back.
Yeah,
Greg.
definitely.
Really, and I
definitely.
can't believe that you wore blue today. It's really
You
weird.
didn't realize that when you woke up that you saw your clothes laid out? I'm
We
joking,
don't
I'm
plan
joking.
anything, so I know people don't believe it, but we really don't.
It's true. I just
He
met
just
them,
walks
that's,
in
you
and he
know.
doesn't even know what's going on.
So guys,
But
thank you again.
yes, we
I
do
really
have
appreciate
something
it.
that we need at this table, and but you keep going. We only have
Okay.
three minutes left.
I want to thank our spot. First of all, I want to thank everybody for coming on the show, guys. Share this page when you get a chance, and tell your friends about it. And we're glad that we're back. And we're not going to have the show this Thursday, but
Right.
we'll start
Monday.
the following.
Monday.
So next Monday. So everybody was asking what happened to the show, what happened to the show, but
Yeah,
everybody
it's
knows
just
she wasn't
unfortunate.
up to par. She wasn't feeling good. Now she's back, as you can tell. You can see she's still looking at my notes, so you know she's okay.
I wasn't even
this
looking
is why
today.
I have a
You see
partition.
this?
The people are asking, what is this? And
because
this
he
is only
thinks I'm
because she's so
nosy.
nosy and she can't help herself that she reads my stuff and it really drives me crazy. I swear to you.
So he ordered
But-
this.
So I ordered this just so people can't see it from there, but it's
To
just a
block her
partition,
out.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's to block her out.
This is what you
That's
do
it.
when you have a work wife that
That's
you
right.
love, but you don't
You
want
wanna
to
kill.
involve.
Just a little bit of space.
Yeah,
all
just
right?
a little bit. And even then you see her head going like this. But anyway.
Today I didn't even
thank
look
you,
over.
Thank you. Yeah, thank
I'm
you,
sure
thank you,
that
thank
the
you.
people that are watching noticed I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
even look
She's
over.
been really, really good.
And want to thank Cliff because Cliff is our
Cliff,
great.
for a job well done as
yeah,
usual.
He does all of our
He
audio.
looks so happy to be back.
Yeah.
You know, he's
He
like, oh,
missed us.
wonderful. Yeah, he did.
missed us. He really
He's
did.
like, Greg, is it your turn to be sick for 4 weeks?
And you
No.
notice we have a big happy birthday sign on the show today.
Yes,
because
yes.
we have one of our great behind the scenes ladies here, Jenny A.
Right.
And we have a little cupcake for you. So it's for your birthday, and Susan's going to bring it over to you and give you your cupcake. And we wish you the best because you are the best. And appreciate everything you do.
So anyway,
behind
we're
the
going to
scenes.
thank our sponsors, Tranquility Spa, located at 700 Franklin Avenue in West Hampstead, in Franklin Square. Angela, you do a great job for all your massage needs. Then we have Oral Pure Gold. Oop, there we go. Oral Pure Gold, located at 1033 Hempstead Turnpike in Franklin Square. Teddy, you're a great guy. I have to come by and see you. I haven't seen you in a while.
It's been a while.
And then we
yeah.
have the Prince of Taxes, Jackson Hewitt, located at 978 Hempstead Turnpike in Franklin Square for all your tax needs. So, guys, thank you. And now, can we just sing our little happy birthday for Miss Jenny?
Come on down. If you ever need jewelry or anything, go see Teddy.
But that has to be
Great.
for Jenny and Susan.
She didn't want it.
Yes,
Susan
Jenny
didn't
and
want it.
Susan, because she didn't want it.
She did not want it. She said she did not want to share her birthday with you. So.
Okay. Happy birthday
birthday
to
to
where you going?
you.
Come back.
Happy
Come on, turn it
birthday
to you. Happy birthday, dear Jenny and Susie. Happy birthday to you. Make a wish, guys. Blow.
Good
Oh,
wish.
yay. All right.
Thanks for everything you guys do.
All
So
right. And
that's
John
it.
Basta, thank you for tuning in now. Joan Basta, I'm sorry, Joan. Joan Basta, thanks for tuning in right now.
Got a lot of tune-ins today.
Yeah, a lot of people missed us.
That's
So that was
nice.
great.
I miss
So
you
guys, again, thank you so much. And it's a
Wrap.